Welcome back to part 2, setting up a new site. So we're going to be looking now at content management systems. WordPress is a content management system, and I think it's basically the content management system to rule them all. There's hundreds of different content management systems, but WordPress is definitely the most popular. It has the market share, and there's basically 30% of websites running on the WordPress content management system, which is a very impressive number considering there's nearly 2 billion websites in the world. There's no shortage of developers either to work on WordPress sites. So as a client, it's a safe choice to make. And it's not like it's for small sites anymore. Some of the most popular websites today are built with WordPress, sites like BBC America, the Rolling Stones, TechCrunch, Justin Bieber's site. And there's plugins that can extend the functionality of WordPress as well. Over the weekend, I had a look, and there's over 55,000 plugins, and there's roughly 10 to 20 getting added every single day, and 40,000 of them are free or more. In fact, I did a search for MailChimp in the plugin directory, and there were 51 pages of results relating to MailChimp plugins. So there's certainly a lot of options. And one of the big learning curves for new designers, one of the learning curves that they face is which plugins do you choose? With so many options, there's a lot of options and paths to be able to go down. And if you choose a bad one, I guess not only may it not have the features you need, but it may not always be supported by its developers. Meaning when an update happens to WordPress, all of a sudden the plugin could stop working or create a vulnerability so the site's open to getting hacked, which is not ideal. Fortunately for you, we've had a lot of research and learnt through the School of Hard Knocks about which plugins are well supported and which ones are not. And we've got a winning platform stack here for you. So different studios have different plugins that they prefer. This is a really nice set of plugins that basically is the core foundation of most websites that we start. So you've got the WordPress content management system, and then we extend on it with Beaver Builder, which is a beautiful drag and drop editor that your clients will find very, very easy, and it's easy to build in, and we're going to be building our site in it through this mini-series. And then another plugin that we never leave home without is Gravity Forms. And it's not just simple contact forms, but it's more complex calculators and surveys and a whole bunch more. So it's so much more than forms. And we normally have that as a part of our core stack as well. So then the question comes down, do we start building a site from scratch and absolute bottom up and start installing plugins? Or are we going to use a platform such as Squarespace or Wix or something like that? We've got a platform that we're going to use in this series because we want to get it up and running nice and quickly. And the platform that we're going to use is called StackSite. It's built by us, and you can basically build a new site nice and quick and without code. And what I really love about this particular platform, apart from being ours, is that this is all built in WordPress. So with a lot of other platforms, if you hit a ceiling that you can't push past, you're kind of stuck. But with this system, if you need to do something extremely custom that the platform doesn't support, you can simply migrate it off into your own WordPress install and you're off and running. The other thing is it's really easy to start a new site. There's automatic SSL setup, which means you've got a nice secure certificate running with everything. And every single site has not just the plugins that we just mentioned, all the Beaver Builder packs, but there's so many more plugins, and they're all licensed for you to use and licensed for your end client as well, which is great. And you can work on as many sites as you want. Once you've got a site ready to push live, it's extremely easy to push live. And then your client can pay for hosting, which is $29 a month, and that covers all your automatic updates, securities, backup, monitoring, all of that sort of stuff as well. All the sites that you work on show up in the one account for you as well, so you can easily jump between different sites that you've built, and you can edit them easily and get quick results for your clients. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start our first Stack site together, and then we're going to build this musician's website together. So here's how we do it. I've jumped onto stacksite.com, and then I'm just going to scroll down, and I'm able to quickly start a new site, free and easy, by just clicking on create a new site, and sign up for the free setup. And now we've got some details to put in, and it's as simple as this. So first name, last name, your username can go there. Email address is going to be username. We'll try that one. And this is my site. And then we can choose whether or not to have search engines see it. Now, that will just work in the background very quietly for a second. And right now it's building your new site ready to go at mysite.stacksite.com. And at this stage, you would have been emailed a username and password so you can get in again. And if we jump into our new site, it's going to take us straight through a wizard so we can quickly set up our new site. And this makes light work of having to dive around. For anyone who knows WordPress, instead of having to dive around the customizer and all the settings in the back end to get it the way you want, this is a nice way for us to be able to do that. So I'll quickly put in a site title. My tagline goes here. We can select time zones and what sort of date format we want. Choose whether we want commenting on articles. You can upload a logo or just choose to put in some text. A favicon. Favicon is that little icon in the top next to your page title. We can choose a theme, light or dark, and once you actually get in, there's hundreds of templates that you can quickly use as well. So this is just generally setting up a couple of basic settings ready to go. Whether you'd like social links and what they are. If you want a blog, you can choose yes or no. You can add in your pages. We're diving fast through this because I'm keen to get into this website build with you. You can just choose generally how you want your menu to look, whether you want the navigation to be on the right, or if you want the navigation to be over on the left. Helps if you select it. There it goes. Font families and things like that. Also, very quickly, you can choose what fonts you would like to assign for your headings and for your text, and you can see a preview of how it looks there as well. And then finally, as a last step, you can choose a general accent color, what color you'd like as an accent, and also what color you would like as a hover color. So you can get that all looking nice and hit submit, and then your site will be all set up and ready to go. So that's a great start. So in the next video, we're going to start looking at creating pages and creating menus.